Shalom, shalom. Sekali lagi hawa Basham Yahushai, Basham Raka Kodash, double honesty apostles and elders of GMS who rule well. And salutations to the hopefully like our day, the house of David, pushing his word in sincerity and the truth. I say shalom. As Asha Shabbat Yasharala, I just come to do a read to this video I was watching here from GMS Chicago, sit down, and he did a read to Apostle Gaba. Apostle Gaba lately be saying that keep the ministry simple. When I was watching his brother video here, it really makes sense, in the spirit that actually to keep this ministry that we are doing it's simple. I don't try not to complicate this thing too much, because the scripture said Satan is desire to to shift us now, boy. And by brothers trying to be too deep, the Most High actually give you a capacity. Everybody have a spiritual capacity what they could take. Some brothers might be able to take more than some brothers, But at the end of the day, the Most High know who He called to do His ministry, and everybody have an office. So to keep this ministry simple, we sometimes we forget to actually live with integrity and stuff like that towards one another. Because another brother might say that he going deep and everybody should be going deep. No, it's not. That ministry is not about that. At the end of the day, this ministry is about prophesying and bringing the downfall of America spiritually, and we wait on Yahweh Basham Yahushai because we all working for the same penny. At the end of the day, still working for the same penny, and the Most High work is perfect, so He know who He gathered from the beginning. That's why this is a spiritual deep thing. This truth, this ministry that we in, it's is natural spiritual power we dealing with. That the carnal mind, the natural man can understand. So that's why the scriptures say you have to put off the old man. So like you had to put off the old man at the end of the day to actually deal with this. This is raw power. This is raw truth here. So by a man trying to go too deep, he could really judge his own self. The Most High actually give you a spiritual capacity to understand at a certain level, and you can't pass that level unless if the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai actually deal with you and give you a little extra. And that is the rough reality. And also keep the ministry simple. And I have a couple of precepts to go into, but as the brother was saying in the video, it really makes sense. It really makes spiritual sense. Because we done dealing with this hardship already. We done dealing with things that in our daily life that only you and the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai knows. Every man has his own order at the end of the day, because the scripture says work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. This is not the time to be actually watching and pinpointing other brothers and feel like you like brothers better than other brothers and this kind of this truth is not about that, because we are in the spiritual time and that all hell going to be breaking loose. So every man had to make sure that he is in his own order at the end of the day. That we could actually stand. We could actually stand in the latter days. We could actually stand when Yahweh Basham Yahushai bring His judgment. We could actually be blameless. I'm just going to go in 2 or 3 precepts here. This is John chapter 3 verse 27. John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it given him from heaven. Given him from who? From the Heavenly Father. Because we out here pushing His word to insincerity and to the Heavenly Father. This is not on our will. No man could actually push himself. But it's the Spirit of the Most High Yahweh Basham Yahushai reveal His secrets unto us. And that's why we go out there pushing His word. It's not on a man's strength. It's not on this carnal flesh strength. It could never be. The Messiah, how about some else I have to be dealing with you? You know, Selaki for a minute. Civilians, great. Yeah. Yeah, it's still lucky about that. You know, as I started to do a video on the workplace, the phone started to ring. But hey, yeah, as I was saying earlier, that the most I have to be dealing with it. This is a spiritual thing where we in. This is raw energy. This is raw power here. This understanding of the scriptures. So why complicate it more? Live a life according to the scriptures because it's a light thing to do. But do not complicate the life more with affairs of this world, I should say, and leave off the nigger attitude when they come into this ministry, and everything will be alright. Listen to the orders, listen to the apostles and elders of GMS. Come straight down, listen to the men, listen to your camp leader, and everything will be alright. Let's keep the ministry simple and keep the teaching for edification, because we almost out of here at the end of the day. So going back to the scripture, John 3 verse 27, John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven, from the heavenly Father. You know, so no matter, a man could never boast. A man shouldn't boast in his truth, because at the end of the day, all our righteousness is as filthy rags at the end of the day towards the Most High. It's just how the mercy the Most High have, because you cannot watch another brother who actually trying, but you don't know what the brother going through at the end of the day, but he's still trying. So what the spirit, the Most High actually put that spirit there at the end of the day. So like, hold on, civilians got it. Alright, no problem. Yes, lucky at the end of the day, you don't know who the Most High choose, because everybody's spirit different. Everybody has a different spirit. Hold on again. Civilians get it. How long ago it take so? Aye. Yeah, so like about that, as I was saying, that a man shouldn't boast, because at the end of the day, this is all about Yahweh Basham Yahushai. This is not about man itself. And the apostles and elders that always say that it had plenty niggers in GMS, you know, and the scriptures talk about man pleasers and stuff like that. This is not the time to be no man pleaser. It's about getting your own salvation right with inside of the Most High, you know, being lowly and humble as possible, because the destruction is coming. That hey, if you don't have the spirit of the Most High to actually be upon you on that day, then you are going to die. And next precept is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. I'll start from verse 6. This is Paul talking. He say, all these things, brethren, I have in a figure transferred to myself and to Apollos for your sakes, that he might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written, that no one of you be puffed up for one another, or one against another. And that we're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be really puffed up, because at the end of the day, this is not we show. Take out that carnal thinking. This is not we show. This is a spiritual show, boy. This is Yahweh Basham Yahushai show. We are just mere vessels, and it is the truth. At the end of the day, we are just mere vessels hoping to make it. You don't know who, or you don't know if you are. That's why we say hope for the elect. That's why we say hope for the elect. You know, but the scriptures actually give us a little hint, like give diligence to make a call in an election. Sure. So that's what we're doing. But other than that, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling and keep the ministry simple. Don't try to go too deep above your capacity, your spiritual capacity, because you will start to add on things to you will start to add on, to the ministry. You will start to add on to the Most High words, and they will start to take away at the end of the day, because the raw power, your mind cannot actually consume too much raw power, and this is raw power. The truth, the knowledge of the truth is raw power at the end of the day. 1 Corinthians 4 verse 7, it says, for who make it thee to differ from another? Like the question he asked, so who make it different? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And what has thou that thou doesn't not receive? Now if thou dost receive it, why does thou glory as if thou hast not received it? Why should we glory at the end of the day? We're not supposed to be glorying in ourselves. We're supposed to be glorying in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because this is his word. And we are just mere vessels to preach his word. At the end of the day, the Most High could actually take you out. So keep the ministry simple. Being lonely and humble as much as possible. With mercies, with forgiveness. So back to the video here. What the brother was saying is that at the end of the day, it's all about the Most High work is a light burden at the end of the day, And it's all about keeping it simple and living in this truth according to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, living in this world, in this life, according to the knowledge of the truth, because we are the light. We're supposed to portray ourselves as light, as illuminated men, I should say. But I'll continue watching the video, and the spirit that was upon me that's to do a re-up on the video and say, boy, Kalala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Recha Kodash, double honesty to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well, and salutation to the Pope for the elect out there, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. So continue to push on, continue to keep it simple, and do not complicate it more, because your life then already complicated. When you actually wake up to this truth, your life real complicated already. You're actually seeing things for what it is. You're actually seeing the spiritual things for what it is, and it's real heavy and it's real deep. So just keep it simple. It's a shalom.